Number 2 movie coming out is Watchmen. Now, this has been highly anticipated. Comic book geeks are all over this, and they've been soling themselves getting ready for this for like apparently 15 years. That's a long time coming for a movie. So now is it true to it, not true to it? Now, I gotta be honest with you, I don't know a thing about Watchmen. I'm a dork with the Star Trek thing. I'm not a dork with the comic books. I don't know anything about it. So let's watch the trailer together and then decide how excited or unexcited we are by it. And by the way, it's from the guy who made 300. Let's watch.
Who else will look up and shout, "Save us"? And I'll whisper, "No."
All right, this one, I like the end where he says the world will ask us, save us, and I'll say no. That was kind of cool. But what's with the happy face? That seems to take all the coolness out of it. I don't know. Seemed kind of like dorky. Not dorky, just like seems out of place to me. It makes it uncool. I know Watchmen think people are going crazy right now. Okay, so, and then I don't get it. What's with Batman in the Watchmen movie? Do you guys know the Watchmen? What's up with that? I mean, that dude's Batman. He's the biggest ripoff I've ever seen in my entire life. Is he supposed to be Batman? Hey, Jesus, do you know?
From, like, I don't know details about the Watchmen comic, but from my understanding is that it's about a group of superheroes that are a bunch of deadbeats now. That nobody wants them anymore. And now I think the character in blue is the only one with superpowers still.
Right.
So they're asking him for help because some of the old deadbeat superheroes are getting killed now. So it's something along those lines. I mean, of course I'm missing a lot of details, but that's
right. But what's up with Batman? Like Batman wannabe.
Well, I mean, they're losing. What do you want? I mean, Batman is human.
Oh, no, is he supposed to be Batman? That's my question.
Oh, I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think they could use that.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. He looks exactly like him. I don't know. It bothered me. So I was like, no, this movie's out. So, and they're like, this like the most celebrated graphic novel of all time? Really? Like, I never even heard of it before. I might have missed it. I mean, JR, you got any word on this? Is this supposed to be huge? Am I missing out here?
I was trying to read on this before. It came out in the late 80s, like 86, 87, 88. Around.
What? Yeah, that's like...
And apparently it was, I don't know, I guess the idea was different than others, and people really embraced it. And it went from there. But there was something else I read. I was trying to find it again, because I know nothing about this, too. Which actually I enjoy when I watch these movies. All the comic book movies that... I generally see all those, and I've never read a comic book in my life. But it makes it better, because I don't know the storyline.
Yeah,
the movie's like the first time I see them, like, oh shit, Harvey Dent becomes, wasn't that his name?
Yeah, I think so. Harvey Dent
became Two-Face, and then I figured out as he was getting his face burned, I was like, oh shit. And I said he's gonna be mad, and it was great. It was better. If I knew it was coming, I'd have been like, yeah, okay. Can we get the part where he comes Two-Face?
That's true.
So it's good that I don't know everything about it, or I don't know much. I guess even though it's something as popular as Batman, but I think when they wrote these, they wanted to use actual comic book heroes from other storylines, and since the storyline had them, like one of them dies, as they said in the thing, since one of them dies at the beginning, they couldn't continue other comic book storylines with the real big name guys because the storyline all of a sudden goes off for Watchmen, and they can't do it. So they used similar ones, I think. Yeah, is what happened. So they couldn't use actual Batman as all the superheroes get together because Batman has his own storyline. You can't use him and have one of them die. Or else you're going to throw off the storyline for the other comics. So I think that's one of the things that happened with it.
I don't know. The comic books thing, I don't know. I never got into it. Okay, I'm already confused. And there's always like 100 different storylines to it. All right, I'm so-so on that one. But we'll all go see Star Trek and go put phasers on stun.